Oh, man, that's how you set that tone, right? That's how you get into the spirit and into the vibes. And today, we're going to be showing you something special as well, another vibe to prepare 2 budget-friendly side dishes that you can complete for your festive table. How's that? How does crispy smashed potatoes and a fresh herb salad served with a delicious, zesty dressing sound? How does that sound? Sounds good to me, because my favorite side dish is here to help us make it.
And no, he's not talking about the potatoes. He's talking about...
You, to me, chew.
How are you, my friend?
Good, so good to see you.
The festive season is feeling good.
Yeah, you're looking very
Thank you.
festive-y.
I'm feeling this festive. It's our first festive season where we can actually enjoy our time together as people. So I'm loving recipes like this because we're wanting to minimize the amount of spend because we want to be entertaining as much as possible.
That's it.
And this is one definite recipe that will be a people pleaser because not only can you add any flavor of your choice, but it looks gorgeous. Just look at those smashed potatoes, my friend.
Who would ever have thought, right, that potatoes would be able to come through and be such a shining star?
So we're going to be making our smashed potatoes. Over here, I've got some already cooked potatoes. What we did is that we boiled them. Some people choose to roast. I'm one of them. I prefer to roast them in the oven and then smash. Our producer, Anal, has a very cool trick where she puts them in the oven, I believe, for 2 to 4 minutes. And then they basically covered up, make sure they steam and they cook nice and deliciously.
Oh, wow.
And then when they come out as well, they do the very same step we're going to do going forward.
Same process.
Same process.
Okay, cool. Let's go.
So basically, in essence, here I've got our potatoes already cooked, and we're going to be smashing them. And I get a smash. I'm not joking. I'm not talking about being okay. I'm going to be gentle because I want to show you how it's done.
No, I really want to see how this smashing is going to go.
You basically want to make sure you smash it all the way flat as possible because what we're doing is you see the surface area.
Yeah.
From this one potato, you could actually serve 2 people, but...
Or 3.
Or 3. But the reason we're doing this is that we're going to be covering it in some salt and salt as well as some oil and putting them back in the oven to roast up and get nice and crispy.
So what was the reason for putting them in the oven for that 4 to 5 minutes or 6 minutes you were mentioning earlier?
That's in essence to cook them, but this step is to crisp them up. So imagine a nice fluffy potato in the center and those beautiful crispy edges. That went to private school.
Very flattened. Okay, cool. So how am I doing this side? I mean, for every salad, there's got to be a dressing, right?
For every salad, there has to be a dressing. So I'm on potato duty here. I'm going to put these babies into the oven after I've covered them with some oil. Wena, what you're going to do for us is you're making the dressing. That's going to go into our salad over here.
Have you noticed how the dressing is almost just as important as the actual salad itself or the main dish itself?
Nakere, is a salad really a salad without a dressing?
No,
it's
not. Okay, so we got some oil and then, what is this? Some
black pepper,
obviously,
salt.
with some
Be
salt.
a little light-handed on the salt there.
Salt going in, there we go.
And
what
then
is this?
You've also got some Dijon mustard, but obviously if Dijon mustard is a little too tart for you, you are able to replace it with maybe some mayonnaise. And if you're like me and you like to add a bit of sweetness to your stuff, add a bit of honey, you know, add a bit of maple syrup. In fact, the dressing itself is another thing altogether where you can even add other flavors of your choice.
You really can play with it, right?
You definitely can.
I do like that we are adding all of that zest and we're coming through with the lemon juice in there, which is really, really good for a summer salad like this.
All right, so what I've done, as you can see, my friend, those potatoes that I just smashed, I put them back into an oven, very, very high heat. I put it on 200 degrees, and it is important to make sure that your oven is hot, hot, hot. You don't want to start it off at a low heat because it's like the nasodi steamer, and we don't want that. We want them to crisp up. So as soon as they go into that heat, they start.
I love that. Okay, cool. So what is this? Dijon
mustard.
I'm going to be as generous as I can be with this one because it really is. Okay,
so I'm going to also just start by cutting off the ends of our lettuce here. And I just want to give people a trick. If you're ever making a salad for people and you want to make sure that maybe you don't have the time to be tossing it for them, a trick is to put your dressing at the bottom.
First?
Put everything else at the top.
Never seen that. Okay, let's go.
That does is that it helps to not make it too soggy.
I can't do and enjoy all of this by myself. In fact, the twins are here. Twin Spin, please come in. We need you guys getting involved because the tasting moment is about to take place now. So what we're doing today, guys, is that we are giving you some really, really delicious treats here. It's not eating Gotas and Gatsby's on the road. So you want some of this over our potatoes, right?
Yes, just a little bit over the potatoes, and then I'll just take the rest and put it over our salad here.
Looks good, right? So what is your typical menu like?
Tough one, eh? Nothing to this extent.
Yeah. No, and this is still simple, right? This is still a basic one. Okay, so I need you guys to give it a taste and then tell us what you think. If this is something you'd like packed for you as you do your touring across the festive season. Look at how they bite and chew at the same time and exactly the same way.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it. Beautiful.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
taste everything that was involved there.
It's
and the
twin
love.
spin approved, yeah?
Twin spin
Made
approved.
with love.
Double the fun.
Yeah, this is it. This is it. So go on to afternoonexpress.co.za. Give it a try. This is certainly going to be, and for sure, and certainly going to be a crowd pleaser of note. I mean, this crowd of two here is already pleased, so that's telling. Well done, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm afternoonexpress.co.za for the recipe as well as all of the ingredients. They're there, and they're very few ingredients. Enjoy.